One of the things I loved about covering the NBA is being courtside and being able to hear the conversations, diagnosing the plays, just like all sorts of things you pick up. So before the game, right before it started, I'm there, I'm watching Steph and Draymond. So Steph's doing this thing. Draymond runs down to Steph and says, "Welcome back to the Garden. Welcome back," referencing their clinching moment in Game 6 at the Garden. It meant something to them. I was like, oh, this is good. Because I know it means something to the Celtics. They're still pissed off about it. And the Warriors like holding that over them. We are in your heads. Y'all don't know. No, I don't care what your record is. We know how to play y'all, and we beat y'all when it mattered. So they started off with this intensity, but then I saw the way they played Jaylen Brown. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with him? And Draymond, shame on him. Because Draymond, it wasn't a strategy. Draymond was playing some very...
disrespectful.
I don't want to use that word. No. Indifferent. You know what he was doing?
Okay, that's fine.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if you could pick this up on TV. Instead of running at Jaylen Brown, now this is some stuff like, dude, are you tired? No. He stomped his foot. He kept stomping his foot. If you go stop your foot, at least run to him then. Don't use the energy. He was stomping his foot on the floor like he was like
it's like the kids do. No, but it's like the kids do. Yeah. I'm like, if you don't stop yelling at people, that ain't defense.
That's what he was doing. Draymond did that at least 3 or 4 times yesterday. I don't know if the ESPN, ABC cameras picked it up. I was like, shame on him.
The defensive strategy the Warriors implemented was basically leaving Jaylen Brown wide open, which then resulted in 19 of his 29 points in that first quarter. And it's not great. I mean, it's obviously a choice. And Lou, if you had to sort of judge the idea of even attempting to use this strategy, what'd you think?
I would just like to know who was the assistant coach that decided to recommend this to everybody else, and everybody in the room was like, yeah, let's try that. He's a guy known to attack the paint, but to just leave him open and say he can't make open shots is flat out disrespectful, and they paid the cost for it. This has never been an MO of Jaylen Brown's that he can't shoot, and he's not a knockdown shooter and he can't make open shots. So I have no reason why they would even think that this was a strategy that was going to be successful.
To really implement themselves in a player's career.
Brown, you bet! Jaylen Brown is scorching hot in this first. 19 points and already 5 made threes.
And I said I was a little curious about the dare shots that Draymond Green was offering up to Jaylen Brown. And here we are. Once he gets going, once that rhythm is going, now you have yourself a very big problem. Sometimes percentages can be deceptive.
His first quarter strategy was to kind of have you sag off Jaylen and try to clog the paint. Didn't necessarily seem
it worked. He just made the shots.
21-point game. Joe Mazzulla puts Jaylen Brown in the left corner and says, all right, let's test the tensile strength of this strategy. Let's see how far the Warriors are willing to go with this. They put Jaylen Brown in the corner. Draymond barely jab steps at him. Makes it. Splash. Jaylen hits that one. Then Jaylen comes down straight away, and he's like, if you're going to let me just shoot, I'm feeling good. Draymond starts to challenge it, but by this time it's too late. Jaylen comes down, bam, second 3 in a row. Next possession, another Warriors miss. Jaylen comes down. Now this time Draymond is up, and boom, Jaylen hits another one. Now at this point, it's a 14-0 run or a 12-0 run. The 14-0 run comes when Derek White hits Luke Cornett for an alley-oop. And then there's Jaylen, arms up to the crowd. Come on. He's giving everybody, come on, let's go. He wants, he's imploring the crowd to get louder and louder. The place was nuts, madhouse. The roof was coming off the place.